what's a preconceived notion that you either had right or wrong? For example, one I had wrong when I came to LA Film School was how much is in between the idea and then it showing up on screen. I just thought that you kind of just pitched ideas and then you know go ahead with the script and there's just so 20, 15, there's so many people in the way of it. Or I shouldn't say in the way, but I had a preconceived notion that it would be a lot easier to get it to be realized versus the actual reality of it.
I know what you mean.
It's funny he brings that up because it's actually like, yeah, if you are outside of the film world and you don't really know the science and the procedure of it all, you will 1000% underestimate it.
I feel like just from like everything I've been a part of, my personal stuff, like I wasn't prepared for like 70% of the time on set is just getting ready for the shot, you know? And then that small window, okay, we finally got the shot. So it's like, that was one of like the eye openers because like it's filmmaking, it sounds fun, it is fun, but man, it's a lot of work. And it's, dare I say, boring or just a lot of standing around or just a lot of waiting to get, to get the shot.
Yeah, and if you don't love it.
Exactly.
If you don't have some kind of passion for it.
Exactly. I agree. Like, if you love watching it, cool, but it's a whole different experience making it.
One of the first things I learned at film school, and this was just kind of like on my own, taking every single class, was that it's very interesting with film how something could either be so technical and down to the last minute detail, like a game of inches, or it could be this huge, broad, like statement that just covers a lot of ground. Like there's no in between. It's either the tiniest little hair of a detail, or it's just this huge idea that covers so much ground.
It's crazy.
I mean, there's like I remember like seeing stuff about actors get paid millions of dollars and stuff like that, while you got like military people and first responders and stuff. And I understand how everything works with that. You say filmmaking's fun, but man, I think it's stressful.
It is.
It's a pain in the ass.
It doesn't compare to combat. It doesn't compare to none of those things.
It's a different type of stress.
It's a different type of stress.
You're working with so many people, like all have to follow one vision.
And just think about like if you're the artist and you're doing all this, like you got all this stress to get this right? Yeah. You finally got everything that you believe is right, that you love about it, you're passionate. You send it out there, and then like sometimes like they get destroyed by millions of people. Like
here's my hot take. Like you've ever seen like a video of a director just losing his shit on set?
Yeah.
I now kind of like, I don't condone it, but like I fucking understand.
Oh, I feel it might went a little too far sometimes.
Yeah. They've definitely, some of them have went a little too far, but man, have I like just from class projects, I'm like, dude, no one's fucking listening right now.
So last month for my last class, we did that group project where we had to recreate a scene from a film, and it was just that little 2-minute like clip you had to do, and everyone had their own part that they had to play. Everyone was a part of the crew, and I thought it was going to be not easy, but easier than it was.
Yeah.
And I got to be the role of director, and I just remember every single and we're all amateurs.
Yeah.
We're all students.
Exactly.
We're learning. So, you gotta give them that at least. But I had all 15 of my classmates coming up to me the entire day going like, should we do this? I want this.
Oh, that's the
and
fucking
half
worst.
the time they'd be asking the same question, just separately.
It's the worst.
Because they're
making you like second guess yourself. Mm-hmm. It's just like, man, come on. That's the worst.
Mm-hmm. I have kind of the opposite experience than yours, and I don't know if you experienced this being private military, but the amount of friction, I have experienced what you're saying in the sense of like, maybe you don't see eye to eye, but But coming to this school, it seems at least at bare minimum, most people are passionate. Like, you're going to a specialty school. So I think when those moments of friction happen, I feel like, at least compared to the military, I feel like they come together a lot easier, especially with, like, the director having the final say and whatnot.
Like, that's what I was going to say. It's like, it comes down to, like, someone has to put their foot down. We're going to do this. We're going to change it, whatever it is. But like you said, it comes down to just the director, putting his foot down. Like, listen. You don't gotta like it, but this is what we're going to do, and just do it.
You gotta be blunt.
Yeah, you do.
You just have to be.
You gotta step out. You can't be shy. You gotta.
You can't have that mindset of like,
this
I
is
don't
your
wanna
vision
hurt
you're
their
fighting
feelings. You gotta be like, hey, no, I want this. make it happen.
And the worst type of people like to work with are the ones like, oh, I don't think we can do this. I don't like. I care about everyone's safety. Like, I'm never gonna have someone do a shot or anything like that puts them in harm's way. But like, when I'm trying to get a shot or I'm trying to get something set up, and like, all I'm getting is just different suggestions or negative comments.
It's not
or,
their place.
Oh yeah, or why it can't be done. I'm like, no, man. Like,
It's not your job
one of
to
the most
think.
famous Kubrick's quotes is like, if it can be thought or written, it can be filmed. And like, I know it's Kubrick we're talking about, but I carry that philosophy. Like, one of the biggest parts of filmmaking is like being creative. Let's figure out how to get this shot. Don't tell me we can't, you know?
Hey, Kubrick was where we are
Yeah,
once.
exactly.
He was learning the process. He was at the very
And that's
bottom
another
level.
we're all learning, like you said.
Yeah.
So it's just like I'm not an asshole on set, but I know exactly what type of director I'll be, you know. Like I had this one short film I was making, and like I had a girl, it was the guy actor, and they had to hug. It was a simple scene. The girl was leaving, you know, she wouldn't see her friend again, but the hug, I'm like, come on. Her boyfriend was in the room, and I wanted to turn to her boyfriend and like, bro, get the fuck out, because my actress can't work with you in here, apparently. I didn't do it, I bit my tongue, but it was something small like that where I'm like, you want to be an actress, come on, like, give him a hug, you know? It is. Like I said, we're all students, we're all learning, but this is the time to figure out, like, because I wanted to turn around like, bro, get out of here. You're messing up
You
the
are
performance. But I didn't, but, you know, it is what it is. It turned out good. It is what it is.